let's travel a little bit in the universe. What does it mean today to live in a world where music is infinite? It sounds extraordinary, no? But without a compass, it can quickly become disorienting. Disorienting because we talk about cultural content, about art, about humans, and their ability to create. And the value of creation, and we've seen that this morning, has always been built on rarity. Music distribution and diffusion systems were built on that rarity of human creation a long time ago. I'm Nathalie Birocheau, and 7 years ago, I founded Ircam Amplify. Ircam Amplify is an independent deep tech company that enriches and protects audio creation. And at this time, I made 2 personal commitments to myself. This was also for my 3 kids. To actively promote the strengths of French audio R&D, and thank you for the mention of Ircam just before in the panel. Ircam is the largest audio lab in France with 150 researchers just on music and sound. And so I really wanted to promote that know-how and that strength of French engineers and researchers in audio and music. And second, to never forget that without humans, technology cannot exist. Ircam is a place where we mix artists and technology, artists and science. I am both an engineer and an artist. That is so important for me. Without emotion, life is not worth living. Without creation, it's not worth living. I often remind myself how important it is that humans remain at the center of culture and music creation. The challenge today is not to oppose AI and creation. I don't want to oppose them, but to ensure that humans remain at the center of the creation. Today, we are at a turning point, of course, a defining moment, because the music industry is the first to fully experience the consequences of massive, universal access to Gen AI tools. As you've seen this morning, it's scary, of course, but this is all of this within just a few months. So, in a thousandth of a fraction of a second on the scale of humanity, we have shifted into a new and unknown world. A world in which I believe, strongly believe more than ever, that collaboration and trust will be fundamental values. This is not about fighting AI. I believe innovation elevates and empowers humans. It is about laying the foundations of the society we want to build together. And at Ircam Amplify, we translate that shared responsibility into action by bringing to the market our AI music detector, a solution built to detect and qualify AI-generated music efficiently. This transformation in music is unique because of its speed and its scale, of course, but also because it strikes at the very core of human creation. And this is new, unlike previous revolutions, which were about distribution. Today, as you know, figures shared by some industry players show that nearly 40% of the content delivered to platforms is fully AI-generated. And it's accelerating. Streaming fraud is accelerating also, as malicious activity increasingly exploits the ease of producing and distributing content at scale. And at this pace, by next summer, in a few months, more AI-gen content than human-made content will be uploaded to platforms. And at the same time, 80% of artists are already using AI in their creative and production processes. It was in the London study, the last one. What a contradiction, yeah? I was last Monday in New York. I took part in a panel at the Trust and Safety Symposium in Music. And today, especially in that period of great tensions all around the world, I'd like to share a message of optimism, because the message was clear in New York City, in that Trust and Safety Symposium. The industry needs clarity and transparency, fast and calmly. There was no sense of panic. What I felt instead was a strong willingness to working together. We are no longer at the stage of awareness. We are at the stage of measurement and qualification, of knowledge. And each stakeholder is taking responsibility, which brings us to the core questions. What is the true scale of that problem? How do we ground decisions? And very concretely, once AI-generated content is identified, this is just the first step, we all agree, what decisions need to be made after that detection? On governance, but also on cultural and economic frameworks. Once the three content streams are clearly separated, fully AI-gen, hybrid works, and fully human, how do we address each one appropriately, while still acting in a unified, rational way across the ecosystem? Because every stakeholder has their own approach and needs. DSPs are facing growing demands for transparency from listeners. They are also facing a massive increase in fully AI-gen inflows to manage, largely driven by fraud shifting toward volume-based strategy that are harder to detect through abnormal streaming activity alone. Distributors are facing an exponential increase of AI-gen deliveries. This creates operational risks in their systems and increasing pressure from DSPs on content quality. Labels must protect, of course, their rights holders, ensuring they are not diluting in an ever-growing volume of AI-gen content. And finally, for creators, the challenge is to remain recognizable and fairly compensated in an ecosystem where massive automatic generation can dilute both visibility and revenue. And everything is interconnected. So this is not just about deploying a detection technology, of course. It's about establishing a new, sustainable system built on trust. Because responsibility will be shared. Rights holders make declarations. Distributors ingest content according to defined rules. DSPs distribute it through recommendation algorithms. And technology providers deliver analysis tools. All of this will also shape the future models of value distribution. Ircam Amplify is one piece of the puzzle. We are the trust infrastructure for music in the AI era. We provide a neutral by design technology, audio-based analysis technology, able to answer at scale, because this is it, we need trust at scale. Is this track AI generated? Which model was used? Which version of the model? Is it fully AI generated? Is it hybrid? Is it fully human? And where exactly in the track is AI generation present? Today, this solution is used by actors across every layer of the value chain, from distributors, from rights holders to distributors to DSPs of all sizes. And this ecosystem coverage allows us to gather extensive real-world feedback, so we can build the most useful, efficient, and pragmatic solution to address the industry's real problems, which are, first, sort, then clean, then qualify, then build new rules. AIMD, AI Music Detector, can analyze over 200,000 tracks per hour, covering the 7 main engines in the market, with over 99% reliability and less than 1% false positives. Our challenge: to deliver ever more music intelligence, ever more reliable, while helping our clients grow with their audio expertise. Because let's not forget, music is first and foremost an audio signal. Knowledge enables empowerment. And more than ever, I believe that it's not just about winning. It's not a war. I don't want to use this word. It's about shared responsibility, transparency, and trust. Because music has long been at the forefront of innovation. Ircam is the proof of that. What we decide and what we build now here can set a reference well beyond music industry. Thank you very much.